together, trying to get it together for the bash. He'll be in.
All right, we're live anyway. Hold on, I gotta hit my comments. I gotta move this closer so I can read. I can't read; it's too far away. I'm old. All righty, we're live. Just give it a few. Oh, we got some people watching already. All righty. Good evening, everyone. I know it's been a while since Friday night. That's the last time we did a live stream. And Steve Barry has to make a dramatic entrance. Right. Well, that's Pam Barry right there.
I'm the nice one of the team, so
this is true. We'd rather, if we had to choose, we would definitely choose Pam. Matter of fact, I think Steve is probably locked in a bedroom somewhere, and Pam is just telling us he's out back.
He's overcoming.
You might lock him in there.
Tased.
Hey,
Tased him, right?
Laura,
waiting for him to come out of it.
How's everybody doing?
Can you guys hear me? Because you guys are kind of low. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you. We can hear you just fine.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Make sure.
Love your hat. Hello, everyone.
Nancy Larson. I haven't seen her in so long.
I know.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's it been a day?
No, I just saw her yesterday.
All right. So, those of you guys who don't know that watch us, we are good friends with the Barrys. That is Pam Barry right there. Steve Barry, I'm hoping, will be joining us in a bit. The whole purpose of tonight's live stream, most of it anyway, we've been friends for, many years now, the four of us.
Yeah.
And we do events at the Hoover House now. We're doing one in December.
December 2nd and 3rd? Or
Yeah,
the 1st and 2nd?
Last November. But the purpose of this live stream is because we're trying to get all of you guys out there to join the two of us at the Battlefield Bash in Gettysburg, which we love that event. We've always loved that event since they started it, and we can't wait to go back. So, Pam, tell people what the Battlefield Bash is, how it got started, and all that good stuff.
Sure. So, it's the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. It's the weekend of hope and healing. So what we wanted to do was empower our soldiers to help children with cancer and serious illness. And then the kids are empowering our soldiers. So our charities raise money for Pennsylvania Wounded Warriors. We keep our dollars in the state of Pennsylvania. And also H4H Foundation, which is Heroes for Hire. It's kind of we call it a convention with a purpose. We have 115 vendors this year.
Wow.
We've got karaoke. We've got the funniest elf. We've got ugliest Christmas T-shirt because our theme this year is a Christmas in July. And there's just so much. I'm like, it's countdown time, so I'm kind of like not sleeping already, and just kind of excited for the bash. So
we do all that.
$20 to get in. It's 3 days, and you get a wristband for the entire 3 days. And $10 goes to PA Wounded Warriors. $10 goes to the children with serious illness and children in crisis, because he goes to schools and helps with bullying.
And now, is that the what did you call it? The
H4H Foundation. It's Heroes for Hire, HIGHER.
And I wanted people to understand that too, because when we talk about the bash, a lot of people do associate the Wounded Warriors to it, but there's another whole element with, right. You guys did this whole big drive with a critically ill child that had passed, and you guys went and got the coffin that was custom made for this young Connor. And I noticed that you had another individual that you're advertising this year.
We did. His name is Owen, and we met his grandmom and grandfather here at the Hoover House, and they started telling us about Owen and his challenges. And before COVID, that's when we kind of adopted Connor and his family. And finally, it's safe to have another child with critical illness at the bash again. His mom will be set up right near Batman, as long as it's not too hot for Owen. If it's too hot, he'll be inside. Right. But she will be selling some product. She makes homemade candles and some different things, and T-shirts for Owen. And so stop by, show them some love, and support them.
Yeah, the thing about the bash is that it's in Gettysburg, and everybody loves Gettysburg, and
Yeah.
it's just great to go out there and hang out and go to the battlefield and go all the touristy things. And Gettysburg is haunted, which is great for all of us as well. But Pam and Steve started this how many years ago now? What number are we on?
I think 7. I think
You don't even know. We're the same way. We're like,
we started with 13 vendors. We were at our old store in the historic Baltimore Pike. So we were at our store, the Pike restaurant, and then there's a hotel that we had our speakers at. And boy, was that hard to do at different locations. It was so tiring, and we ran out of parking spaces, and we knew that we hit on something that the community wanted to give back to. So that's when we took it to the Wyndham.
Yeah, and again, I think we've been to everyone. Maybe we did miss one. I'm not sure, but every time we've gone, and this is the truth, I'm not just saying this because they're our friends, and they are our good friends, and we support everything they do, but it is a good time. I wouldn't say that if it weren't true. I've had a good time every single year.
It's our vacation
that we've gone. Great weekend. And here's the difference between this event and other conventions or whatever, even ours and others that we've been to. People talk about like that family reunion type of feeling. You literally, we don't know everybody there. Of course, not everybody knows everybody, but our friends are there. A lot of our friends are there. And we hang out with them all weekend. And there's a lot of great vendors selling all different things. And they have lectures going on all 2 of the days or all 3 of the days?
3 days. Well, on Sunday, there's only, I think, 2 different time slots for vendors.
Okay.
I'm sorry, for lectures.
And like I said, there's vendors all, it's in the Wyndham. Of course, it's air conditioned. And there's vendors everywhere. And you go out on the patio and people are hanging out there. The food trucks are out there. Batman is out there. There's just, it's such a good weekend,
Well, are you still doing your silent auction that you do every year?
Yes. So we have some really cool baskets that are going to be auctioned off, and some little pieces of history too that will interest the paranormal field.
So the thing that I find that's a lot of fun and very interesting is that you have the convention during the day that's raising money for the Wounded Warriors and the H4H, heroes. Then you have your contests that are going on. When do your contests start to kick off, or is that going on all day?
It's periodically through the day.
So you've got
it'll be Saturday about, I think, 5:00, but we'll announce it.
And what's that?
The auction, the live auction.
You do that every Saturday. You do that on a Saturday.
We'll do that on Saturday. Yeah.
But you've got we have to announce the fact that you've got the T-shirt contest, the ugliest T-shirt for the Christmas July, because that's your theme, Christmas in July.
Well, I mean, stuff. It's gonna be decorated, right? It's gonna be Christmas.
Oh, it's gonna be like a Christmas mecca.
Well, talk about that. The kind of Christmas related stuff. That's
so from the time you come into the bash, you're gonna hear music. We have lights. We have all kinds. I don't want to give the surprise away.
Right.
But we have all kinds of things. You're going to feel like it's Christmas. You're going to feel like a kid again. That's what we want when you walk in. We want that feeling of 1970, early 1980 Christmas, where you're just a kid again, and you just have that feeling of awe.
See, that's amazing.
But there's also is the train going to be out there too?
Yes, we're going to have outside. We're going to have train rides. We're going to have sleigh rides. We're going to have picture taking with the sleigh. We're going to have an escape room, and that link is up so you can book your escape room now. So there's no waiting. You'll have your time. You can just go out to the escape room and try to get out.
Do you know what the theme is for the escape room?
The theme is 1920s.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. The Roaring 20s.
That's why we wanted to get on and do this. Like, hopefully you guys, if you already have plans to go, but if you don't and you don't know about it, again, July, a lot of people have vacation in July. Maybe you can make plans. We're going to be there all weekend. Chris and I will be there Friday, Saturday, leaving Sunday. There is a big life-size billboard of the two of us out in front because we're the big celebrities
Yeah,
that
right.
are going to be there.
It'll be
And
on fire.
it'll be $100.
Some people are arriving Thursday, John.
Really?
I believe actually somebody on here is asking where's a good hotel to stay.
So the Wyndham has been sold out for a while. If you're lucky, and you might end up grabbing a room, I would pay attention or maybe call them. It's 717-339-0020 is their direct number. And right next door is the other hotel. I think it's a Marriott.
Yeah. Or look,
And then
see
down
if
the
there's
street
any
is
rooms.
Super 8. So there's other some other hotel options.
There's a lot of hotels in Gettysburg. You just go on Booking or one of those other things, and
And
you should be able to find.
there's like inns and private places that you could go and stuff. I mean, there's a lot there if you can find the accommodations. But the other thing I wanted to get back to real quick is that you do have it that you have the T-shirt contest, the ugliest Christmas T-shirt because you don't want sweater because it's July.
Right.
What are some of the other contests you have going on?
The best Krampus. Then we're going to have a Santa Claus parade. Then we're having a karaoke contest this year. So people are, if you notice on the Bash page, people are putting their name in a song. So the song list will be all ready. And then we're going to have some special surprise for kickoff for the karaoke. But I can't tell you.
Even better.
Chris and John
do you have a time yet figured out for when you're going to kick that off?
I'm sorry, Chris, I can't hear you.
Do you have a time when you're going to set that off? Like you already, or are you still working that out?
No, I think the karaoke contest starts at 7 on Saturday.
Okay.
You know,
Now,
here's
I'm
the
bugging
thing.
his guy, but I already have a costume to wear at the event itself. So, and it's Christmassy.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
That alone will be worth the price of admission. Trust me, because
You
it's
know,
like,
Oh, and don't forget, yes, Nancy just said, don't forget the elf contest.
oh. Here's the thing too. Again, we've been going to Gettysburg forever and a day, and if you've been there, you know why. If you haven't, you'll know why if you go. Even beyond the bash, you know, if you're in town for the weekend and you're attending the bash during the day, you know, at night, downtown Gettysburg, we enjoy going down there because there's a lot of shops and everything, and they have live music outside some of the bars, and we just hang out down there after the bash, and there's usually people that you meet from the bash down there, and they're hanging out at the hotel. That's the good thing about the bash is that everybody's around. So if you go out on the battlefield, you'll see people you saw at the convention. If you go downtown, it's like a weekend just full of, it's like Woodstock for the paranormal.
Right? It is.
Know? And that's the thing too. This isn't really a paranormal convention per se, but there is a lot of paranormal related groups there and vendors there, but there's so much going on that weekend.
Do you have wrestlers coming back this year?
We do. We have Gene Snitsky, and we've got Lloyd, who is the sumo wrestler. So they'll be there. He'll be there.
Oh, and what about your truck that's coming?
They're actually going to be judging the karaoke contest.
Oh, Lord, help us.
If you're going to get online for me, it starts forming early. So just be patient. Sometimes the line will go around the building. Yeah. Just wait, and I'll get
the
to
healing
everyone.
hands of the paranormal savior. But you have a special truck that's coming that was in a movie.
Yes, it's the Goblin Head.
Yeah, Green Goblin.
Going to be there. It's fully restored. He bought it from Stephen King, and so there's going to be photo ops with Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, I love that thing, man. That was the best part of that movie. If you haven't seen that movie, the Green Goblin from Spider-Man, it's the front of the truck, and they're going to have that Green Goblin there. And
if you haven't seen it, maybe there should be a movie night for that. Everybody's got to get into that movie, right?
Yes, everybody has to watch the movie, so then they know what they're seeing. And at the end, you can see how they destroyed it. And the new owner of the Goblin Head just really put a lot of time and effort into getting that restored.
And see, the people in our age group know that exact moment of what happens to that Green Goblin because it's like an iconic scene in a movie.
Exactly.
You know it if you know it. If you don't,
So now
you need to
everybody
go and watch it.
has some homework to do. They have to watch Maximum Overdrive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then don't forget the paranormal couple. They will be in. So we have 3 different lecture rooms. The farthest one to the left is where the tattoo people all reside, Knuckles and Needles. The middle, the Eisenhower, is where we always have our lectures. And then the first room that you come upon, that will be the paranormal couple. So they'll be in there periodically through the entire weekend. And outside, they'll have the times that they'll be there. And they're going to invite people in to see their haunted objects.
So that's Cody and Satori. You guys know them. They've been on our feed a bunch of times. We've done events with them before. Really, really good people. And again, another reason to go out there, and because they're just real approachable. They're nice people. Mm-hmm. And maybe you could get them to do that weird thing where they do the knocking thing.
That is so cool.
Did I tell you the story? Did I tell you the story about the mine when they did it?
No, I didn't know they did it in the mines. Tell me.
Oh my God. There was one of the directors came to us and said, one of our members or a miner or somebody passed away last week. We went to the memorial service. I'm not going to tell you their name. Tell me if it comes up during the course of your investigation. Right. I told them. They immediately walked over in the corner, did their thing. They got the first and last name within 5 minutes.
We didn't know
How
it.
crazy.
Nobody knew it.
Yeah.
Just the director and his wife. They were the only ones that knew.
So who else is coming as far as your special guest?
Let me pull it up, because if I forget people, they'll kick my butt.
I know. Is Porter coming back?
Yes. Stephanie and Scott Porter will be there, and Stephanie will be doing table tipping on Friday evening and Saturday evening. Again, there's a link up on the Bash page for you to be able to connect and get your time for that. Again, we're collecting for Dana's Pink Wishes, so we're asking everyone to please bring an unwrapped new Christmas toy, and that will help a child in need who has been touched from a parent with cancer. And it doesn't matter what age, whatever you feel led to give, Dana will make sure it goes to the right person, the right child. Really, and really the cool Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile.
What?
Will be at the back.
I love that.
I always wanted to ride in that.
I know, me too.
I would pay to ride in that thing too.
Me
really
too.
Would.
I can't wait. They called me up and they were just like, "Hey, Andrew Darling put in an application for us to have the Wienermobile." So they granted the wish.
Wow.
So in case you guys are just joining us, I see a lot of people coming on. We're talking tonight about the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, which is July 14th through the 16th at the Wyndham Hotel in Gettysburg, New Jersey. Pam Barry is one of the organizers / creators, along with her husband, Steve Barry, who's too good to be on the program tonight. Or either that or he's locked in a room somewhere.
No, he got tased earlier, so he's kind of like passed out back there. We're waiting for him to come on.
He's down in the basement tied up.
But it is $20 for the entire weekend. There'll be 115 vendors. The theme is Christmas in July. We're going to be there the entire weekend. Every year we've been there was better than last year. And
Guess what we're having this year too? We're having small dog and puppy adoptions.
Oh.
Well, you know how to hit right in the heart, don't you?
I know, right?
John's going to be over by the puppies all the home. He's going to be with there. Oh, and by the way, I have a Christmas themed table too.
Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see it.
And we may have separate tables this year if she goes too nuts and affects the New Jersey Paranormal brand. She may be in her corner by herself as Chris Therian, the person.
This is Jack Frost right here.
I'm just telling you, Pam, be prepared. You may see me packing up the New Jersey Paranormal stuff. And
we're going to be like, "Where's John? He's over in the corner petting the puppies."
He's somewhere else. John dressing up as Krampus? No, that ain't gonna happen. No, John,
please. I had an
John is gonna be busy dealing with this line of tens of people.
I had an outfit. I got him an outfit. He goes, "There's no way in HELL you're going to get me in that."
It was goofy.
No, it wasn't.
It was goofy.
It was appropriate.
It was goofy. John isn't wearing goofy. You're not doing it.
I like Goofy. Goofy's
well,
good.
Then here you go. You've got.
Right.
Goofy's good.
Look who's wearing the.
Yes.
I love that. That's like my favorite hat ever.
Oh, I love this. This was my daughter. She had it made.
I love it. Kevin, I just might be. Kevin asked if I was going to be wearing my white robes and have my hair down.
Oh
my God.
It's Christmas.
Could happen. Hey, you're right. Christmas in July. You need Jesus for Christmas.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We got to find you a robe, a shepherd's
robe.
Oh
my John.
So what time every day does it open
we
up?
start Friday at noon to 6, and noon to about 3 or 4 for Sunday. So and then afterwards, that's when on Friday and Saturday we start our lectures. Here, I'll read the lecture people to you, so you guys can do. All right. So our lectures start on Friday. We start with Ernie Atwell. He starts at 12:45, and then we have Bobby Gallo at 1:30. And again, they're all in the Eisenhower room, all in the same spot. And then at 2:30, we have Jim Warwick and Dave Haney. At 3:30, Steve Dills. At 4:30, Miranda Young. At 5:45, Lyle and Tana Lotz. And then at 6:45, Ron and Lourdes. And then Saturday, we start off with our fife and drummers at 12 o'clock noon. And they come through and they just get the mood kind of started. And then at 12:45, we have Ronald Murphy. 1:30, Nikki Folsom. 2:30, Josh Purvis and Shane and Ray. And
Shane is coming back?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Shane's a good guy.
He's going to help with the live auction also.
Yeah.
Shane Pittman, right?
Yeah.
Just for people.
Holzer Files in 28 days, right?
Yeah. He's a good guy. And then 3:30 is Dave Childress. I always say his name wrong. I'm sorry, Dave.
Childress, I think,
yes.
right?
At 4:30 is Scott Porter and Stephanie Burke. And then we're going to have 2 different roundtables this year. We're having a paramedia roundtable at 5:30 and at 6:45 a metaphysical roundtable.
Oh.
Kind of different. There's a lot of podcasters out. So I was like, well, let's see if the podcasters want to come on. And they did.
I'll tell you.
Sunday at 11 is Russ Stiver and Jeremy Cotter. And 12:30 is Mike Angus and Matthew Hancock. And they are both firemen. So
tell you funny story about the round table last year. Was
okay.
The guys that were, it was me, Bob.
Oh, that was the year before.
Steve, and was it?
Yeah.
And we were doing the round table thing, and
right.
We're all talking about like our backstories and what got us into the paranormal. And Steve, who is not here, Steve has like the coolest story out of anybody ever. Steve actually died and came back. He had a widowmaker heart attack, and they had to defibrillator him a bunch of times. And he actually went somewhere and came back, and he's got this great whole story about it. And he literally took the mic and he's like, "Yeah, I got into the paranormal. I opened up a store, and now we're doing this thing." All right. And we were like, "Dude, you've got the best story out of anyone."
You died and came back with a story. Like,
I
think next year I'm going to make him lecture next year.
You might want to write it for him.
Yeah.
I will. Have a teleprompter for the poor guy.
Right. I'll write it all down, and he'll just read it.
But he does. Steve, for you guys that don't know Pam and Steve, and we've had them on before, they're in the paranormal. They've been in the field for a very long time, the both of them.
That's how they met.
They own.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's right. They own a store that sells paranormal equipment, metaphysical equipment. Used to be in Gettysburg. Now it's in Waynesboro, which is where they also own a bed and breakfast that is haunted, where we're going to be in December. So they've been.
You just walked in. I'm like,
did he?
There's the ghost past.
I know. He'll come say hi.
Tell him we'd appreciate that. But they've been in the field a long time, and they organized this, started it small, and here we are what'd you say, 7, 8 years
Yeah,
later.
and Pam's a Reiki master, and they go to Lilydale every year.
Yes, this is our 3rd year teaching in Lilydale. We are July the 9th, and it's when technology meets spirit is what we call it. So I got my Reiki master in Gettysburg, and then I found Lilydale by luck of the draw, I guess. Well, everything happens for a purpose, and I found my teacher, Tom Kratzley, and I got my healing mastery with Tom Kratzley. And then I wanted to go and teach in Lilydale, and they were like, well, we're spiritualists. And I'm like, well, so am I. Yes, I am. And then they gave us a chance a couple years ago. And now this year, there's an entire week of paranormal. I don't want to say this and be like, I'm just going to say it. We opened the door for the field to come back into Lilydale because the field has so much to offer the Dale, and the Dale has, vice versa. And so if anybody's going to be there, look up Lilydale and grab a class because John Zaffis is going to be there this year. Cody and Sandori, they're going to be there this year. There's the Ghost Brothers going to be there. There's a whole bunch, but we're July 9th. So make sure you come get a class from us.
She's watching right now. Satori's watching. Oh, hey, Satori. Just Satori, so you know, don't get all jelly when our line is bigger than yours at the bash, because I know you guys are celebrities. You've been on TV, but our line tends to go around the building.
If you haven't noticed, John's mind is haunted.
I just want her to know because those younger people get a little jelly when people start getting attention. But she's watching. Satori, we're looking forward to seeing you guys at the bash, and I'm sure you guys will have a great time in Gettysburg. They never really got to hang out there. I mean, they were there when we were there.
It's a really cool place. I mean, right where the Wyndham was a cavalry clash. Custer was there. They were fighting, and it backs right up into the Lady Farm, which was a huge Confederate field hospital, one of the largest. So people that are in the Wyndham are like, why am I seeing things? Why am I feeling different? And then last year at the bash, some investigators were like, what the heck happened here? Because we're seeing like full body apparitions through the Wyndham. And so I was like, you need to Google what happened here on this spot of land. So the land is active, not necessarily like the Wyndham. Nothing happened at the Wyndham. It's the land.
So as a special treat, Satori, I may grab a couple of those haunted objects and investigate them at night for people. Maybe that'll be a little side project.
Bonus?
Bring what's it? Dirty Billy and the twins. Maybe you can bring those back.
Goodness.
Remember those, Pam?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hi, Pam. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see you.
I can't wait to
soon.
see you at the bash too. And I'll see you in Lilydale.
I mean, we're talking 2 weeks from Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's
Is the
coming up.
bash. I mean, that is like it happened. Like we were just talking about it. It seemed like a year ago, and now, boom.
Yeah,
here we
it's
are.
upon us. Yeah.
Are you guys getting the last minute stuff?
Well, that's
Is
what
that
Steve's
all?
doing
Yeah,
right
we're ready.
now. Steve's working
We're ready.
on stuff, right?
Yeah. I do like everything as soon as I get my date for bash next year, I'll get all my insurances done, all my permits. I'll get all that done and out of the way. And that's the biggest headache. That's all done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure again, we talked about this too, because it's Christmas in July. Not only do you have what you normally do, which is a lot, we know that better than anyone, but now you've added to that by lights and themes and all this other stuff. And I get why you're doing it, and I think it's going to be a great time. But man, oh man, talk
You
about
just
like
added more to
adding
the
on
heat that
to-
you already have.
yeah.
And this is where I want to go back and talk about the contest, because I think we just brushed over it real quick.
Uh-huh.
Again, creativity, vendors coming, think Christmas, think about your tables for Christmas, think about the contest for the ugliest Christmas t-shirt.
And we had some really cool trophies for everyone too.
And you
That's a
you
good
guys did a
incentive.
live and they're actual trophies that you guys did, and they're amazing.
Mhm.
Explain how the karaoke thing works.
So what happens is people will choose their first song, and if you make the second round, then the judges will grab your song, and it's a total surprise what you have to sing for the second. So Jeff Leeper, one year, he got up and he sings marvelous. He sang an Elvis song, and then they picked a song for him, and I think it was Boots with the Fur.
Yeah, but what if you don't know the words and stuff? I mean,
the words are all up
It's on
there.
the prompter.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
weird. I'd rather sing a song
That you know and you're comfortable. Well, that's
It's hard.
the
It's
point.
hard. That
That's the
karaoke
point.
contest is hard.
So if you practice and you know a song, you get up and you can kill it because that's a song you know. Then all of a sudden they throw something else at you, and it's making the playing field fair.
Well,
It's
I
kinda
got
like
a
shaking it up.
spoiler alert. Chris is going to be singing Mariah Carey.
No, I won't be singing.
All I Want for Christmas Is You. I spoiled it. She's going to be up there.
Everybody would pay to have me to shut up. They don't want me
I
to
want to
sing.
hear that. I think they would all want to hear
No,
that
they
too. I think
don't.
they'd pay for that one.
No,
I
they
would.
wouldn't. They would take up a donation just to get her to be quiet. Trust me.
But
I
beyond,
sing terrible, so I can't wait to sing.
but here's the thing: beyond the convention, again, if you guys are just joining us, it's July coming up, July 14th to the 16th, Friday through Sunday. It's Christmas in July. There's going to be 115 vendors, and they've got a lot of vendors that, of course, paranormal groups will be there. People selling paranormal equipment, other vendors that are selling various things. I mean, there's enough vendors where you could go through that room, and definitely that's where we met the one who sells the Ouija boards. That's
He's going to be there again. He's got a big outside.
Oh, that's Jeff. You're talking
Yes,
about Jeff, the
Jeff will be
traveling.
there.
Yeah, we're talking with Linda Fallon from Death
yes,
State.
they'll be there too. Yes,
that's where we met her.
Jason and Linda.
Yeah,
It's one of those things where, again, we're there as a vendor, at our table, and we wander around and we wind up buying stuff from other vendors and meeting other vendors that we could potentially, ask to come to Para Unity. And that's what I mean. You meet people, you hang out for the weekend. It's just.
And of course, Brooks Nooks will be there. And my grandson, Jesse, he looks for Brookie every year. It's his highlight.
I wonder why.
I know, right?
I mean, those of you who don't know, Brooke just happens to sell toys.
Yeah.
And a kid seeks around. I mean, April will be there, right? April's going to be there.
Yes, April will be there.
April is my hang buddy. April and
We're gonna have a blast.
2 years ago, April and I she was at the table
she was
the
your
whole
best
entire
bud.
time. Although I couldn't
Sparky.
find her last year, right, April? All there was a banner that said April, to the whatever, and there was no April there. So.
Listen, you've got quite a few people that are coming that are really interesting. You've got your wrestlers that are coming. I know one time you guys talked about they should have a mock SmackDown because they were out there messing around that one year. That was funny that we heard about.
Yeah, they want to have like a wrestling ring, and I was like, not unless they want to pay for the insurance.
Exactly.
Yeah. But there will be a stage out there, right? That's for the karaoke and stuff?
Yes, yep. Everything's going to be on the stage.
Oh, April says she's going to be wrestling. That I want to see. That I would definitely.
My money's on April.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. She's
count,
short, but she packs a wallop that
count
one.
out Sparky. Sparky's a fighter.
Steve Barry couldn't join us. He's too big of a celebrity, April. Pam's got to take care of the hard work.
Steve's outside. They're putting the bike together because they want to have it ready for the bash.
And they're going to have the bike there that
Oh, we forgot about Batman.
No, she said Batman's going to be there. She talked about Batman's going to be right next to Owen.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about
we gotta
Batman,
talk about
what he does.
Oh,
and
we
who he
are
is
going
and
to
why
have
he
an
does.
auction where you get a ride in the Batmobile. So last year, Gina won that auction ride.
Oh, Bob
And,
won it for her. He was such a good
Batman
guy.
took her all over. He went all downtown Gettysburg. They stopped at 3 different places.
Yeah.
They took a lot of photo ops, and she loved it. She said it was great.
She did.
So he offered to do it again. So we'll see who wins this year.
What is the guy's name again that dresses up?
John Buckland.
Could you talk a little bit about him and because for people that don't know?
So John and his wife decided to do something for charity, and they put together $150,000 Batmobile. So when you see that Batmobile. And when you see John and Rhonda and Skylar now, he's Batman. He goes in to help kids with cancer and their families. And he's been to the Ukraine twice. And he was in Poland helping the kids kind of getting through the trauma of war. He goes into schools and he talks about non-bullying, but he actually goes about it a completely different way. He actually works with those bullies to find out what the problem is and how he can help that kid, because that kid's screaming for help and attention. So he actually has a way of just getting to the problem and helping that kid get better. So he's phenomenal. And we decided that, long time ago that we needed to be one of his supporters.
Yeah, could you explain what he did for Connor with the whole thing with the casket? I mean, because that's something I think that really resonates and gives people an inroad to seeing what he's really about.
So he'll help a family, and unfortunately, not everybody's journey is to get better. And if that's their journey's over, he gets their chariots, and he gets them specially made in Texas. For Connor, for example, him and his dad love to fish. So on Connor's chariot, it was Connor fly fishing with his dad. And there was a Batman picture with Connor and Batman. And if you look on the bash, there's a picture of Connor hugging Gene Snitsky, Rick Savage, and Batman. Yeah. Unfortunately, that was one of Connor's last outings. And then to get the coffin or to get the chariot, Steve had to go with his truck and pick it up, because where it went to the post office, they wouldn't finish delivering it to Connor's funeral because postage, I don't know. So Steve ran down, I think it was in Maryland or DC, and brought it up like just in time for Connor. And one time some of the bash money had to go for an urn, unfortunately. Yeah. Also.
And that's the thing that, again, you kind of, that's what makes the event even better, is that you go there, Gettysburg, great being in Gettysburg, you have a good time at this convention, all this stuff is going on during the weekend, so much to do, but where does the money go? The money goes to PA Wounded Warriors and for sick kids who need the support and need the money. So you're having a good time, but you're also supporting something really special. And they've been doing that for years.
Yeah. And the thing is, you like you said, you health-wise and everything, you were able to bring another person in. Owen this time with his grandmother's going to be there. And I think what we need to remember, it's nice to go by and go, oh, hi, it's nice to meet you. So sorry for but a cost of a drink, a coffee, a soda, a water, whatever, or a snack, maybe we think about maybe passing up one snack or one drink and donating to help Owen overcome what he needs to and helping Grandma take care of Owen. So that's something that we need to be very mindful of.
Right.
Words are wonderful and they're great, but with these type of illnesses, there's great financial responsibility.
Yeah, that's why I normally charge $5,000 to appear at these things, plus flight and hotel and all that. I waived that for this event. I said, you know what? You're friends of ours, no charge.
Oh my God, I love you guys.
But we are looking forward to it. And again, I'm happy that you were able to come on, before, because I really do hope that there's a few people that are kind of maybe on the fence or didn't know about it, that are going to kind of take the trip and come out there, even if it's for the day, if it's for Friday, if it's for Saturday, whichever. And again, come hang out with us, hang out with who's ever there, enjoy the Christmas in July, and support a really good cause. Bring up, like she said, bring a present with you. Now that I know, we'll bring stuff with us. I didn't even know about that. So,
and she is right. You definitely, even though the Wyndham is booked, you definitely should be calling the Wyndham to see if rooms opened up or somebody canceled, because that does happen.
Absolutely.
And there's a hotel that's right diagonal to it that's there too. I just don't know what the name of it is.
Yeah. And then Deadly Grounds Coffee will keep you caffeinated through the whole thing. We have a massage therapist right as you come past who is amazing. We've got
You got your tattoo artists,
gems and jewelry and candles and clothing, toys, all kinds of things.
And the food trucks are outside, right?
We have food trucks. We have a pizza truck, Pollock Johnny's, and pulled pork. And then inside, we have concessions set up from the Wyndham, and they're going to have things like salads. They're going to have some burgers. They're going to have chicken fingers.
Oh, nice.
French fries and things like that.
You had me at pizza, burgers, chicken fingers, all my favorites. That was top 5.
Oh, I can't wait for the pizza. He has a little oven, a little brick oven, and it's fireside pizza. It's really good.
Now, is there alcohol served at the Bash at all?
Yes, the Wyndham sells alcohol. The Wyndham will have a bar set up right in the back, and then there's another bar to the front.
Okay.
Somebody asked, if you come Saturday, is there enough time to see everything within the hours of 12 to 6?
Sure.
I mean, you're not going to be able. I mean, you should be able to take in a decent number of lectures and walk around.
Well, they're not competing against each other, are they? Your lectures aren't competing against each other.
No, the lectures are not. They're every 45 minutes. Every lecture has 45 minutes, and then it's 5 minutes for them to disperse and to come into the room.
Okay. It'll be a full day, and it'll be a good day, Laura. You will enjoy yourself from the minute you walk in to the minute you walk out, and then enjoy Gettysburg. Go downtown, man. Have fun.
Yeah.
Go to the battlefield.
Yep.
Go to the visitor center. I mean, that's what's so great about that event is that all those cool people are in one place at one time, and then you have the town of Gettysburg as the backdrop. And
even though you shut down at 5 o'clock, correct, each day?
6.
At 6 o'clock. Then after that, you have the activities outside.
Right. That's when the parties all happen. We did leave it open the first couple years, but then I was like, well, the vendors aren't having a good time. They're continually working. So that's when we decided to close it at 6. Everybody goes to the back, and then the fun starts.
Laura, it's a 3-hour drive for us too. I mean, that's why. I mean, yeah, it'd be driving there and driving home same day. We've done that. It's doable. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, you get a room. But
slushies at Farnsworth House are amazing. They are.
But we do hope everyone comes. We do. We see people pretty much every year we go there. We've run into people that kind of follow this page, and we've gone out to dinner last year a few times with different people. That's where John ran into someone he knew from the high school days. And
that was a trip.
That's a whole nother story.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that story, John.
We're not going to talk about that one anymore. But come to the Bash. Definitely come to the Bash. July.
Good. Click lights on. You don't have to walk in the dark. We have some guests here today at the Hoover House. So it's right as you come in. You'll see yep, you got it, Jesse. There you go.
We won't keep you any longer, Pam. Just do a quick summary, wrap up of the Bash and what's going on again and the days and the times, and then we'll let you go.
So the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, a weekend of hope and healing, July 14, 15, and 16. Our charities are Pennsylvania Wounded Warriors and Heroes for Hire, H for H Foundation. Come out and join us for our weekend of hope and healing. And everyone's welcome. It's $20 to get in. You get a wristband. And come have some fun and raise some money for our charities. And we just really appreciate and love you all. And come out and have a good family reunion.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July.
That's going to be cool. That's going to be different. I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. That's going to be weird, but we'll be there. All right, Pam. Thanks for joining us.
I love you guys. Thank you for having me.
So I can pop these damn headphones out, which I hate. I
love you too.
Hopefully we see some of you guys there. April will be there. We'll be there. Lots of people we know will be there. Like I said, last year we went out to dinner a few times with Lauren and William, and we hung out with some other people at our table. lot of people come over and we talk to a lot of people. A lot of people come to the expo, and they come over to talk to us about that and everything. But we have such a great time. It is kind of a mini vacation for the two of us because
we can let our hair down.
We can just hang out. And, there are people that say to us, are you going to go ghost hunting afterwards? Are you going to go? Because, again, if you're there and you're into that, bring a recorder or whatever, go to the battlefield, go to Sasha's Bridge. There's a million places. There's those tours, those ghost walks that they have downtown. Those are cool. You'll see a lot of tourists and people that are just hanging out in Gettysburg. It's just a good time. That's why the bash is just part of that whole thing,
I agree. John and I, this is the one time that John and I look forward because, like I said, we get to go. This is the one time we can actually just sit there and talk to people. We're not running around doing an event or doing, we literally just get to be right there in the moment, and we have such a good time. We're looking forward to this so much, so much. I mean, we literally can't wait.
So we wanted to come on again. We support Pam and Steve. And we support this event. We've been there pretty much every year, I think.
We have.
I think we've been there every year that they've been doing it. And they come and support our event. And again, Gettysburg, can't get enough. As many years as I've been there, every time I go there, I enjoy it.
And just keep in mind, if you're...
Battlefield fries for breakfast.
Yeah, that place is
number
awesome.
7. Battlefield fries, number 7. Remember that. You won't be disappointed.
But keep in mind, this is their theme. They're doing a theme for the first time ever is Christmas in July. So come dressed in your ugliest Christmas t-shirt. Make it, have it made, whatever. There's a contest for that. You get a trophy. There's an elf contest. Dress up as an elf. I mean, go crazy. Come dressed as Santa if you want to. It's Christmas. Do whatever that entails.
Brian wants to know if we'll be selling t-shirts.
Yes. But not the black. I only have the summer edition right now. Oh, well, you better stop. I'm gonna pop him. Is what I'm gonna do. See the ears?
It won't be
Don't mess with the horns.
If you want the black shirts with the red lettering and the yellow, you gotta go. The shop is connected to our Facebook page. Yeah. You go to the shop. You can get the shirt. You can get the hat. You can get the sweatpants. You can get whatever. Just print on demand. You can get it from there.
It'll be mailed right to you.
Yeah, we don't have those for sale. What we have is we have the ones that
I have the summer t-shirts right now that are tan and
the
have
summer
New Jersey.
t-shirts. Yeah. We have those. So
because it's hot wearing black in 80 and 90 degree weather.
Yes, we have the other shirts that will be available.
Yeah.
But Brian, you guys won't have a bad time. It'll be a good time. I don't know if you've ever been there, but Gettysburg is it's worth the trip alone.
We actually get to hang out.
Honestly, it's worth the trip alone. Going on that battlefield and walking downtown, and just people are just having a good time in those ghost tours, and just never have a bad time in Gettysburg.
And we can get together after it's over and have dinner, hang out. Where do we go? What's that place? Eddie's Baseball? What is that place that we go to that we like to go eat?
I think it's Famous Eddie's. Or
like that. My God, that place is so good. Love that place.
Never been. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Oh my God,
you're gonna love it, Chris. Your horns used to be used to heat. Thank you. Good night. Love you guys. That's your sister.
I can't read it.
She's trying to read it, but she's old and she can't see. Dana.
With the horns you used to heat.
So we'll be back on. Not sure about tomorrow, about the Creeper Gallery, or even Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. If we are, I'll post it when we're doing it and how we're doing it, because we're supposed to do something on Thursday. We're supposed to do an investigation of a commercial building that has some activity. So we'll see if we're probably gonna be doing that Thursday. It won't be live streamed. It'll just be us doing that. So maybe we'll go live again from the Creeper Gallery before then. We have an event this Saturday from Camp Evans. So it's busy. And then actually, again, contacted today by another university, another college that wants us to go tour, because there's stuff happening in different buildings at that university. So ain't no rest for the wicked.
And you got
So-
another place where they want you to come in at another building and do a live
That one's
investigation.
down South Jersey, way down South Jersey, and we're a little leery of going
Hi,
too far
Megan.
south because we know some South Jersey people
Are you
a
referring?
little different
Are
than
you
us North
referring
Jersey
to
people.
Dear,
So
Dear
we
Luann?
get a little worried when we venture too far south in Jersey. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, guys, we'll see you again tomorrow. The next day, we'll be back on and we'll be investigating. But remember, if you can, come to the bash, July 14th through the 16th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Any one of those days you can
And
come.
it's $20 for the whole weekend.
Or all the days you could come. Christmas in July, lectures all day, 15 vendors, food trucks out back. Good time.
Contests.
Just a good time. Gettysburg, that's what
And then when they shut the doors at 6 o'clock, they have the outside fun, karaoke, you name it, music. It's just a really, really good time. And it's for such a wonderful, wonderful cause. And if you get a chance, next to Batman, if it's not too hot, Owen's going to be out there. And he's one of the children that they're putting a spotlight on, and go over and support him and his grandmother and help them out through their difficult times, because that's what this is about. The human condition is everybody's condition, and we all need to support each other.
And so, last year we had one little Willie. This year it'll be two little Willies. So,
And it won't be
what
mine.
is little Willie? You don't know. You'll know if you come to the bash. I'm not going to tell you unless you're going to come to the bash. But if you saw little Willie last year, you will see his
Those
twin.
who know.
Two little Willies this year. So I'm going to say. All right, guys.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Be safe. Please stay healthy and be kind.